Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, June 17th, 2015, and the U.S. stock market is closed. I'll tell you, this stock market is driving me crazy. We did have a good day today, but it's still driving me crazy, and I guess I'm going to do the one thing I can do is I can bitch and moan and complain on this video because I just get really frustrated with this, and I'm sorry this video is coming out late again. You know, I get done with these markets, I just want to get away from it. And the nice days, you know, sometimes I take off and go swimming rather than do markets. So it's late, I'm doing this. But I think I called the Dow down. What did I do? I said it was going to be down hard. Well, almost any kind of call would have been partially right on what happened today. The Dow didn't open up down hard. It actually opened up kind of down up hard, and then it went down hard, and then it came back and went up hard, and then comes back and settles kind of somewhere in the middle. Ended up closing up 31 points, but I think it was up pretty good when it was up here. When I see this kind of zigzag indecisive action, I think this is a prelude to something pretty big happening. We have a lot of tension between traders. Some are bearish, some are bullish, and they're just it's a tug of war with this market, and that tug of war builds tension in the market and will resolve itself one way or another. And when it does resolve itself, it's going to be pretty strong. I got to call it up. I honestly think this thing is going to resolve to the upside. After all, I am ultimately a bull, and so that's what I'm going to do. Call it up for tomorrow. Hey, we ended up closing out essentially neutral with the trades we closed out, which was kind of unfortunate in some ways, and I'll show you why. But we are carrying nearly $9,000 open trade going into tomorrow. When the Dow was up here, we were up over 11,000. That did come back some, but not too much. So I got to say, you know, what we're carrying into tomorrow is pretty good. It was certainly better than the last couple days, and I really shouldn't complain too much about this, but there are a lot of frustrating things going on. I'll show you a couple of frustrating things first. This first one is in Ova Science, and you know, I've had this dang stock in our portfolio for quite a long time. I considered throwing it out, but it is volatile, and I just keep thinking it's going to turn around and perform for us, but it's not. And this was the worst trade we had today, and it's a long series of bad trades. Ova Science has been really a lousy stock for us. We bought this thing yesterday. We hardly ever got any profit on it. It closed slightly against it, then bang, down it comes really hard this morning, and that costs us like $3,500 negative, so that really hurt. Another frustrating stock for us was SBGL. I can't pronounce that. I can't think of the pronunciation. It's a gold stock, but we bought the top of the market yesterday right here, and then it gone against us, and bang, we are out this morning, and that was about $1,700 loss, but that's bad enough. And then after we get out, it goes skyrocketing. That I just hate that when that happens. It happened to us. Between Ovis and SBGL, that kept our closed out trades neutral rather than profitable. We had some decent trades we closed out. One was in Neurocrene Biosciences, but these two stocks I just showed you canceled out all the profits, so we ended up not making anything with what we closed out. But we are, as I say, holding nearly $9,000 in open trade going into tomorrow. This was one of the good stocks we had. This is China Distance Learning Holdings, DL, and we bought this today. It hardly ever went against us. It took off very nicely, and we're holding about $1,500 in open trade in China Distance Learning, but I'll show you the real granddaddy for today. Hey, I just love this. This is in Trip Advisors, and somebody emailed me. There was some news on this, which doesn't surprise me. I don't know what the news was. I don't pay any attention to fundamentals, but we had our order in here, and this thing took off. We got into it, and it just keeps going. Closes near its high, and we're holding about $7,000 in open trade in Trip Advisors. Another outlier trade. I just love these. These is what really makes us profitable, and obviously this constitutes the majority of that open trade equity that we get. Now, I'm going to tell you, the markets are driving me crazy. I'm nervous, and what's got me worried about this, and tomorrow you can all laugh at me if I'm wrong, but I've been seeing too much of this pattern where we get these really big trades that close near its high, and then the next day they come back significantly, and so we end up having good trades. We make money, but we don't get out near these highs, and we don't get any gap out of this. And traditionally our systems give us those gaps. That's why I hold the second day. But we've seen this maddening pattern where the sweet spot is actually a day trade toward the end of the day, and if that pattern holds with Trip Advisors here, we should have gotten out like the last half hour of today. I hope that's not true, and I'm not going to change my system, don't get me wrong, but I'm just expressing my madness and frustration with these markets, because they have been frustrating. Anyway, still, we had a good day today, and Trader Bob is happy but frustrated. Let's put it that way. Anyway, that's the way it went on Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow on Thursday.